Hey coaches, it's Moira Casaba, and I am so excited to talk to you today about really truly my favorite topic in the whole entire world, personal development, and even more importantly and more specifically, vision, because those things have changed everything for me. And when I came into this journey as a brand new coach and started practicing the 3 vital behaviors, back then it was 3, it was personal development that really changed everything for me. You know, I followed direction. I started reading at least 10 minutes of some type of personal development in the morning. And what happened after just a really short time was I started to wake up and see the world differently. I started to think differently. I started to react differently. And one of my favorite expressions is, if you want things to change, then you have to change. And personal development is the path to changing ourselves. And since I have read, oh my gosh, probably over 100 books in the last 3 years, and I can tell you, I never could have imagined the person that I have become today. And it is all a result of doing the work and really digging into personal development. So I started reading all kinds of things that were suggested. You know, the compound effect was first, which was just blew my mind. And then it was just book after book after book. But what happened to me in my early days of coaching was I really started to dig deep into this question of, what is my why? Why am I here? Why am I pursuing this? What is the real purpose of all of this? And what I always ask my coaches is, think about what keeps you up at night. What causes you anxiety and stress in your life? What are your concerns and your worries and your fears? Because this can be a solution to all of those. And when we start to think about what we want to create in our life, I want to be clear that when I got here, I didn't have a really big, heavy emotional why. And I remember feeling stumped by that and feeling like I needed to create this amazing why out of thin air, and I couldn't. So if you have that why, that's amazing. You already have kind of a head start. But I myself couldn't come up with it. It was just a lot of little things. And so this is what I did. I went home one evening and I had been asked the question, if I could create my life to be whatever I wanted it to be in a short 2 to 3 years, if finances were not an issue and time was not an issue. So again, if you had all the money in the world and all the time in the world, what would you create your life to look like? Because that is truly kind of the opportunity that is in front of you. And I followed direction really well. I always did exactly what was suggested when I was a new coach, and I still do. And I went home and I just started to write. I started to write a lot of little things about what I would do in my free time, what kind of house we would live in, where we would vacation, how we would give back to our community. And it just became kind of a page and a half of, again, lots of little things that didn't seem hugely important. But when you put them all together, for me, it was everything. It was every dream that I had. It was everything that I wanted in my life. And here was the magic formula for me. I did not put that on a shelf. I did not stick it in a book. I decided to make that part of my morning because it spoke to me so much on such an emotional level. So in the morning, I would wake up, I would do my personal development, and then I would take out that piece of paper and I would read it every single day. And to this day, 3 years into coaching, top 10 coach, I still read my vision. It's been edited. It's been changed. It's been, things have been, so much of it has come true that I've had to continue to keep my vision alive, because I really did come to a point where I thought, wow, all of this has come to fruition and I need to create a new vision. I need to have something that makes me want to wake up and do the work every day. And that is the difference, my friends. That is the difference. I would wake up every single day. I would know, we tell you exactly what you need to do in this business. And some things we don't want to do. Some things we want to do more than others. And when I read that vision every day, I would wake up and do all the things. I would invite when I didn't want to invite. I would post when I didn't want to post. I would show up every single day, no matter what. Because my why and my vision wasn't buried deep down in my head somewhere in my mind. It was at the forefront of my mind every single day. And so every single day I had that motivation to show up, to do the work, to do what we say on my team, to do all the things, not some of the things. You know, one of my favorite expressions or things that I've learned in coaching is to ask yourself if you're interested or committed. Because when you're interested in coaching, you do the things you want to do, you show up when you want to show up, and you kind of do the fun stuff. And if you're committed and your vision and your why, they are what commits you. And when you're committed, it is just a non-negotiable to show up every day despite all the chaos of life. You know, it throws things at us every day of the week, and God knows life has just been upside down for me at times during this journey. But no matter what, I show up every day. I post on social media. I invite. I follow up. I check in with my challenge group. You know, I do all the things because what is at stake is that vision I have. And for me in the very beginning, it was very personal to what I wanted. And it, you know, me and my family. And then it became about my team. It became about my challengers. It became about the lives that I saw that I was impacting. And those people were depending on me to do the work. And the people that I hadn't reached were depending on me to do the work. And so every day I remind myself of that, coupled with reading some type of personal development that shifts my mindset, that changes my mindset, that gets me to have the ahas, to grow and to expand my mind and to become a different person, which is the most magical part of this journey. I have said from day one, and I stand by it today, if everything was wiped away, I would wake up and continue to do the exact same thing I do in this business, because it is not about the accolades and the income and what I've received. It is about who I have become. Thanks, guys. Bye.